Hello guys, it's your girl Trade with Angel again. Good morning from this side of Kenya. It's morning at the moment. So let's get to our video. I hope that you practiced the previous videos and it's making some cash for you. Excuse me guys, and it's making some cash for you already. So let's see what this will do for us. And remember, I only drop sure videos. All these are my epic strategies, okay? So be careful of how you use them. When you get an opportunity, it's always good to grab it. So grab this opportunity of this channel. Take your trades without any fear or doubt. Take your trades and make that cash and make a withdrawal every weekend, okay? It's your time. Your time has finally arrived. So take your trades, guys. Take your trades. So today we are on BOOM500. I decided to do something different today. So yeah, excuse me guys. So let's scalp this market away. So there are people who told me it takes very long, okay? Excuse me guys, I have a little sore throat. So there are people who told me at times the market takes so long to cross the moving average 200. So why don't I do something that can make someone trade in between, okay? So I said, why not? Let me try and see what I can get for my people. You know, your request is my command. So for those wondering, my number is always down in the description box below and my email address. So be free to contact me in case you need anything, okay? Yeah, so let's get started with the video. We don't want it to be too long. So in this video, we're going to be scalping BOOM500, okay? And before we continue, kindly subscribe if you haven't. And for the ones who have subscribed, thank you so much, guys. Kindly subscribe for the family to keep growing, okay? So we are using William percentage again, but this time we are going to use a divergence on MACD. Yeah, I said it. Divergence on MACD. So how does this basically work? So basically we are going to be looking for a divergence on MACD and at the same time a range on the William percentage around the 90 level, okay? And this is our 90 level up here, okay? Yeah, so let's get started and look for a massive good setup. So yeah, here is our setup, a very nice setup. Here's a very nice setup. So the MACD is ranging up here, and when you look at our main chart, something totally different is happening, okay? It's on an uptrend, and over here it's just glued to one zone, okay? And when you look at our MACD, oops, what's happening? When you look, okay, when you look at our MACD, this was our high. Okay, that's the high it's recognizing, of which this is the high. Okay, then once the rest of the highs form, it doesn't recognize all these. Okay, this still remains the previous, and the rest becomes the lows on the MACD. My friend, when you see such a setup and the William percentage range crosses 90, give it a maximum of 2 candles to complete. Once it completes it, take only 5 candles. Take only 5 candles, because BOOM500 tends to spike little stuff in between, okay? But don't let that scare you. The only spike that should spike when you are taking a trade here should just be 1, and it shouldn't go back above this 90 level, okay? I'll show you what I mean later. So yeah, here it is. So once it crosses this 90 level, just like that, give it a maximum of 2 candles, and you're sure there's a divergence here on the MACD. Just give these 2 candles to close. Once it closes, take your trade without any hesitation, and just take 5 candles. Oh god, 500. Just take 5 candles, okay? And that will be it. You'll be set to trade the market. This video isn't so complicated, guys, so the less complex the video, the less complex the strategy, the better chance of you getting your profits, okay? So that's how it basically works. It's a very simple strategy. I wouldn't call this a range, okay? And as much as it is a range, there isn't any divergence to it. As you can see, the MACD has no divergence. As much as it was ranging here in the percentage range, the MACD doesn't have any range. So kindly ignore that setup. Ignore it, and let's get to the next video. Let's get to the next setup. So over here there was a setup. I'll show you what I mean. Over here it was ranging, okay? On our William percentage was above the 90, and it was ranging for a while. Then on our MACD, where's that sign? On our MACD, it was on a straight line, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get it there. It was on a straight line. So once you see this, and on our main chart, it's still going all the way up. And you've already seen what's happening on our William percentage range, okay? So just wait for it to cross the 90 level. Give it a maximum of 2 candles to close, then just take your 5 and walk away. Just that simple. Just take your 5 candles and walk away, okay? Yeah, so that's basically how I do it. There isn't anything complicated to it. As for here, there was a divergence, yes. Here you go. This is what I meant before. So as you can see, here was the first high. Then according to the, okay, let me show you from the main chart. Here was the first high, and this is the second high, okay? But according to our MACD, here was the first high, and here comes the low. So once you get such a setup and you realize it, just look at your William percentage range. Once it crosses the 90 like this, give it a maximum of 2 candles, then take your 5. Now, this is what I was talking about. Once you open your trade, then a spike, here's the spike I'm talking about. This tiny little spike, okay, comes in your way. Don't close that trade. Just look at where it stands. When you come back to your percentage range, okay, over here you can see the William percent. Let's see if you can change this color for it to be clearer. Let's hope that works better. So over here the William percentage spikes and just stops at 90 level, okay? The spikes just stops at 90 level. My friend, you can enter. Once you get such a setup, enter and take your trade again, okay? Enter and have 2 trades running, and once the first trade is out in profits, close also your second trade and wait for the next setup of the day. Okay guys, that's what I meant when I say the spike can catch you. It's just that little spike. Okay, here's another setup once again. The more percentage range was ranging up here within the 90 zone, and as you can see, the MACD was showing lower lows. The MACD had formed a divergence, and when you look at our main charts, it's on an uptrend. Okay, it's going up. So yeah, once you see such a setup, wait for it to cross, take your 5 candles. Okay, always don't forget to wait for the 2 candles to close first, then take your 5 candles. And remember, I told you, whenever this spike catches you, let this spike stop at level 90. If it stops at 90, open a new trade and ride the market once again. Okay, yeah. So once it spikes at 90, enter another trade, and once your previous trade is out, close your second trade too, or you can set a take profit. Okay guys, yeah, so that's basically how to trade this strategy. It's very, very simple, very, very simple, just like that. So this is one bang. Okay, these are the setups I love most. Over here you can take up to 10 candles. So once you see series of spikes like this, each following each other, okay, once you see such series of spikes, just come back to your MACD. You won't get any divergence here. Okay, you won't get any divergence. But once your MACD gets below this red signal line, enter your trade. Once it gets below it, enter your trade. And once the William percentage range has already crossed with a maximum of 2 candles, to take your trade and take 10 candles and walk out, guys. So I think up to there I've explained enough. You can try back testing it, and always try something new out on demo first for a few days. Then once you're confident enough, you can go to your live account. So let us look at the settings before we close up. The RSI is 1, level 10, 90, 50. And the William percent range is 90, levels negative 10, negative 90. And the MACD is 1932.9. Okay, so that's basically the settings of the strategy we are using. So let's meet next time, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Please guys, subscribe. Let us grow. Until next time, goodbye.